Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Crypto Spaces. I am back with more Bells update videos for you guys. As we can see right now, Bells is sitting at 24 cents. As you can see, it's on a nice little uptrend from the lows of 15 cents. It had a nice double bottom move and it's starting to climb up, guys, sitting at $14.8 million in market cap and just a little under $700,000 in 24-hour trade volume. What is interesting to see is that the trade volume is starting to increase, right? We have like 5 days left for the final halving for Bells, where 90% of the emissions from mining gets reduced. And typically what we see is that when hash rate increases, that also does well for price action. We saw that with projects like Casper, and we saw that with Doge, we saw it with Litecoin. Difference is with Bells now, it is a 90% reduction of the emissions, so that hash rate should potentially skyrocket, right? And again, Bells is merged mined with Litecoin and Doge script mined, right? We saw shout outs from the Litecoin X account multiple times. Billy Marcus is the founder of Bells Coin, the original creator. Bells was made first before Dogecoin, so the narrative here is massive, right? If you guys don't know who Billy Marcus is, that is a creator of Doge. Narrative here is massive, so I think even a bit of exposure to Bells could go a long way. Even $1,000 in Bells could potentially go a long way from here, because I could see Bells getting to $1 billion in market cap, right? I could see Bells getting to $1 billion in market cap, in my personal opinion. And if it really does get there, which is very, very possible, that's a 67x. So $1,000 into Bells right now times 67 is $67,000, guys. That is nothing to scoff at. That is major gains. Now, obviously, the move to $1 billion won't happen instantly. It's gonna require patience. It's gonna be a ton of ups and downs to get there. But in the future, it is very possible that it could happen, right? So as we can see, no tier 1 exchange listings for Bells as yet. That is also another great narrative for the future when Bells gets new tier 1 exchange listings. What I like about Bells also, again, this is a proof of work layer 1, so there are people that are building on the chain. They have their own wallet. It is a growing ecosystem. They already have NFTs. Well, they call them bellinals, but they're technically NFTs, right? Built into the network. They have runes that are being built, which is going to be like tradable coins that are going to be built on Bells. A lot of stuff going for the project. Bells coin development updates. Bells box coming to an app store near you. Like I said, ton of developments happening. First decentralized and open source Bells coin wallet on iOS, Android will be available this week. No dev fees. It's just the beginning. There will be an option to earn free Bells in a later update. From S on chain, amazing. Shinkai, huge. So like I said, there's things being built for because it is a proof of work layer 1, so things can be built on the chain, and the chain could become its own thriving ecosystem, similar to Solana, Ethereum, Sui, right? But the difference is this is a proof of work, not proof of stake layer 1, so there's no worries of decentralization here, because miners secure the network, and anyone could become a Bells miner once they have the proper equipment, with the proper technology IRL, right? So developments happening, new app coming to an app store near you. Bells box, a decentralized and open source Bells coin wallet on iOS and Android for the cell phones, which is great. A lot of people don't don't keep a track of their crypto on desktop, right, on PC. They use their phones to do so, so that is great to see. From KK Look, Bells is truly amazing. It's about to launch a wallet that supports both iOS and Android systems. Bells is constantly improving and growing stronger. It develops in a low-key manner and is constantly expanding its capabilities, right? So that is great, man. And again, all of this stuff that we're seeing with these updates are from you know, just decentralized devs, decentralized developers working on the you know, the project, because it's open source. Anyone could become a developer for bells. Anyone could start working and building something for bells, start making their own project, their own NFT, their own app into the ecosystem, right? And none of I don't, from, since it's decentralized, none of these people are getting paid to do it. So they just, you know, believe in the project, wants to see it grow, wants to see it's become massive, and they're working towards it, right? My friend who bought Bitcoin at $8 said bells would go crazy in May. Do with this information what you will. Whew. He bought, someone who bought Bitcoin at $8 said bells would go crazy in May. And this is from Bell's Chain, right? That is crazy. That is very interesting to see, guys. Wow. From Nitty, the final bells halving is just 5 days away. The chart is screaming historic opportunity. Those waiting for big influencers to give the green light will miss the train. The real ones are positioning now. So as we can see from the lows, right? Bells was sitting at 16 cents. Now it's just up to 24 cents. It's not that much of a price increase, but we could see a potential, look at this, 10-20x move from the lows. And you see that in crypto all the time. It could go even beyond that. Like I said, it could go to $1 billion in market cap. I think, let me do the math real quick. At $2, which is a 10x from here, $2.50 would be $148 million in market cap, right? That is a 10x from here. So let's do the math real quick. What price would bells be at $1 billion in market cap, which I think is very realistic for bells, and I potentially think it could go even higher than that, right? So we take $1 billion in market cap divided by the current market cap, which is 14.82 million. That's a 67.47x from here, right? So you take 67.47, you times that by the current price, 24 cents. That's $16.52 price for bells, right? Which I think, again, is very realistic, guys. How much is $1,000 in bells right now? $1,000 in bells is 4,000 bells, right? 4,083 times $16, boom, 65k, guys. That is massive gains, right? Again, though, you'll have to be patient to see those gains. A lot of people in crypto lacks that patience, but once it does get there, it will be very life-changing for many people, many. How old are you? From XG, how old are you, bells? And we have a meme describing all the different top memes that we see, and I think bells will be one of the top memes this year, man. All of these projects get into multi-billions in market cap. Bells is right now at 14 million, so it is very undervalued to Doge, Shiba, Bonk, Pepe, Whiff. Very undervalued, but it is also a layer 1, just like Doge, which is also a proof of work layer 1. Again, I think the upside for bells is massive, guys. And you know, I'll make consistent update videos for bells, like I've stated before. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Let people know about this massive project, man. And let me get your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching. None of this is financial advice. I'll catch you in the next one.